Even not taking a risk is a risk. So you might as well take the risk. Bet on you. That is the person you need to bet on. Bet on yourself, young man. Bet on yourself, young woman. Here we are back once again with your current state of mind. It is I, yours truly, the motivational maniac. If you don't know, now you know. I go by the name of Thando Nkonyana. This is another segment of our journey through the concrete jungle, my current state of mind. This is me doing a reflection on the daily things that I'm facing. What are we up against? What have we learned? What do we hope to learn? What have we picked up? And the many different aspects that I as a person would like to embrace about everything that is currently going on in my life. Man, such a beautiful day, filled with so much initiative, so much prosperity. We get praised, we get knocked down, we get criticized, but at the end of the day, whatever happens, we know that we are quite capable of withstanding anything that is in our way. This amazing journey that I have ventured on is one that, with every moment of reflection, because I always try to make sure that I use my current state of mind as means for me to actually reflect on the beautiful things, man. It's like the bad, the good, the ugly, and everything in between, man. And I just had to watch a video of myself. This was back in 2022, man, right at the strife of like, where do things go from here onwards? And I'm looking at this guy and the amount of energy that he has. And most importantly, man, this guy is directed at making himself better, because he understood, he had to learn that his only competition is himself. And it makes me think about the song by the late AKA, also known, that would be, his name would be Keenan Jared Forbes, also known as AKA, which is his stage name, a hip-hop artist. When he said on one of the song, listen to my old shit, that's my only pressure. When you listen to yourself, and you see yourself as your biggest rival, and I'm busy looking at this video that I just listened to right now, and I'm looking at myself, I'm like, this is the guy you need to do better than. This is the guy that you need to outwit. And you had to go through that at that current moment. I'm looking at this video, and it was shot by the great Sungula Sitikyana. Shout out to him, the man behind the real talks. Follow him on his YouTube channel, Blurred, that's Pluud, the man behind the camera, man. This guy decided, let me capture these moments of you, bro, because I'm an admirer of what you are doing. This is a message to him, and I want to remind him that, man, we made magic, bro. We are gonna still make magic, bro. Like, God is at work, bro, with both our lives. And I just hope at the end of the day, everything will work out, and I believe it will. Eventually, things do have a way of working out the way they're supposed to do, man. But I'm seeing these angles, dog. I'm seeing these angles, man. You took my angles real good. I'm like, while I'm watching myself spitting that reel, bro, and you like giving me that props to say, yo, bro, I admire what you're doing, because you do that with action. And I think that is one of the most important things, that as we walk along this road, for us to be acknowledgement of the people that are trying to take our movement forward, man. And this is one of the people that I actually admire, man. Shout out to you, my bro. Like I always say on the videos, for like getting me into this YouTube shit, bro. I don't want to lie, I wouldn't have been on YouTube it weren't for you, bro. Watching you, making your rap videos, bro. You didn't have studio time, but you were in love with the craft. You still are in love with the craft. And I want you to continue, bro, because I do see you as this videographer one day, making movies, bro. Cinematography and all that kind of shit behind the camera, because you told me, bro, as long as you do what you do in front of the camera, I'm going to do my shit behind the camera as well. And I'm going to give you props, because I'm getting that reel from you, and it's very rare that we meet such people in life, where that person can be able to give us hope, but not just give us hope, but strengthen us for us to be quite available to what we are facing, especially with life. Man, this life thing is not easy, bro. It never was. It never will. Never kid yourself. Never expose yourself to situations that make you think that life is easy. It's not, man. This shit is complex. It will hit you in ways that you have never expected. You can make these plans and then things might sway a different kind of way. So this is an acknowledgement, man, of everyone who contributed negatively and positively. Every now and then I will name drop people, especially those who added positively. The negative I don't care about, because at the end of the day, I only can be able to acknowledge that. But this is a platform where I've tried to make sure that I make my journey just all about me embracing the bad, the good, and the ugly. But most importantly, we are here to shine light on the positive. That's the most important thing. I want you to be able to visit my content and for you to take something positive away from it, because sometimes we get so distorted by looking at the person who's delivering the message and we're not listening to the message itself. So I see myself as a vessel. I see myself with a gift that the Almighty gave me, that I need to treasure, that I need to work on, that I need to make sure that I do my part, I play my part. And how do you play your part? Your gift will take you places that your job won't. Like, your gift is going to open doors for you, but you need to trust in that. But I don't mean don't work. I don't mean don't take that job, bro, because at the end of the day, the bills have to be paid. We have responsibilities. We have dreams. And that is also going to help you make that dream a possibility. Man, whoever told you money don't matter is lying to you, bro. Get that bag. Get that money. But it's not just about getting money. It's also about using that money that you have to further your message, to further your outlook, man. Because right now I'm looking at this guy. This guy didn't have a job in 2022. He didn't have nothing, bro. But look at him. He has a mic in front of him. He has earphones. He has a mixer. He had a phone. He had something that he had to start with. And I'm looking back at 2021, man, when I started this podcast, and how the main thing that I had to focus on at the time was the starting. Without you starting, nothing happens. Shout out to Luvokutwa, who reached out to me on Facebook, man. I used to go to high school with this dude. He saw me doing my work, pushing my brand, doing everything that I could, man. I had nothing. I basically had nothing. I wouldn't lie to you, man. I had the mother of my baby in my life, bro, and she was the one who was making sure I eat and do all this kind of stuff. Shout out to her, man. And for her believing in me at that time. I know I didn't have a lot, but the most important thing was my ability to apply myself in everything that I used to do, and I still do at this time. So when I look at this dude and I'm looking at these angles, man, that at this time I didn't know that in a year to come things will change for the better. I didn't know that I could make this guy smile, man, because I believed so much in a lot of things that wouldn't work out. But going back on Luvokutwa, I'd just like to shout him out on my podcast. I'm hoping, Rutman, that I can have you on the podcast in future episodes. Things will happen the way that they're supposed to do. But I'm manifesting this episode of ours, having you on my show, giving you the props, picking your brain, making you aware of how important you are, not just to me, but your message. I watch your videos as well, man, on social media. I'm proud of what you're doing. Keep on pushing. And shout out to you as well for leaving me with those words when I asked you, when you were giving over this equipment, this mic, the ring light, the pop filter, the mixer, and I asked you, bro, how much do I owe you, bro? Because in fact, I didn't have everything. And he said, no, bro, you don't owe me anything. All you can do is become the best podcaster on YouTube in Africa. So instead of Africa, in my mind, I was like, I'm going for the world. I'm going for the world. I'm starting without anything. And even though I start without anything, that don't mean I won't become something. But shout out to you for like investing in my dream, bro. You don't know the amount of difference that it made, because straight after we got this equipment, I reached out to my dude, man. I reached out to Sungula and I was like, bro, you gotta come see this. You gotta come see this, bro. God be working in life, bro. I want you to see this. And then I still remember like your face, bro. I remember your face when you saw all of this and you were like, yo, the TV moving now. We definitely gonna move. I'm like, yo, the part is gonna be this way. We were so excited, man, about like taking our movement forward, bro. And shout out to you, man. You were like, Tati, I like what you're doing. How about I start taking videos of you, man? That is solely you, bro. And these are the very same videos that now I'm putting on my social media. And I didn't have the means because I was like, we shot all this content. Where is this content gonna go? But now I'm no longer like, where is this content gonna go? This content needs to be out there in the world, bro. YouTube, the second most visited search engine in the world after Google search, owned by Google. Get these videos out there. Like I said, shout out to you. But most importantly, man, the man who provided the means. He was like, dude, I've been sitting with this equipment. I've been telling myself I'm going to start a podcast, but I was watching you and I was like, no, bro, you deserve this more because it's sitting there. It's not doing anything. Thank you. Go ahead. Do your thing, bro. Become the best at what you do. So shout out to Luvukucho once again for what you are doing. I admire what you're doing, Krutman. And I'm learning a lot, man. We might not be reaching out to one another as often as we would like to, but trust me, man, as long as we are on each other's timeline, I do feel like we are learning from one another. And this is also one of the reasons that made me like embrace my journey as a person, for me to understand that my journey is unique. Like no one can get an opportunity to be me. So if I do not try to be myself, then who am I trying to be? Because God won't make another me. But these people are contributing like positively into my journey. There are those who are contributing negatively. And trust me, man, as I'm reflecting on this video, in this video, I'm like, pain, is that all you got? Give it to me more. Struggle, is that all you got? Give it to me more. And I'd just like to shout out someone else as well. Shout out to Ross Doman. Shout out to Michelle. Abdulatif. These are my colleagues, man, and the conversation we had today about how you have to embrace the hurdles of life, because it will get to a point where now you're no longer focused on the hurdle. It's like intuitively built in you that you are going to go through hurdles now. Now you're excited. Now you no longer be like, oh shit, man, it's these pumps and humps and potholes and all of this. Because life, like I said when I started this, it's hard, man. This shit complex. It don't come with instructions. You just have to take it as it comes. That's the most important thing. So as the motivational maniac, this is one thing I just like to admire and also like embrace about these different people I'm meeting, man. They're strengthening my journey. They're making me embrace that I have a story to tell. You have a story to tell. I'm trying to tell you as the viewer that your story does matter. Your dreams do matter. And you need to take your dreams seriously, because there's a reason why God showed you this dream. There's a reason why He gave you that dream. Don't try to expect someone else to believe in what you have been shown, because they were never shown the same thing. And one thing that you have to embrace along this journey, my fellow maniacs, is the fact that in this journey you're going to be met with those who are going to strengthen your belief. And then you're going to be met on the other side with those who are trying to destroy your faith. So you need to make sure that you are choosing wisely. I would tell you at this moment, whatever struggle you are facing, this is not going to be it forever. Whatever you're going through right now is only a preparation of where you need to go. I wrote a status the other day that I saw on X. I said, as a man, you should not be desperate. As desperate as you might be, don't show your desperation. And don't think you're special, bro. It's your time to struggle now. It's your time to suffer. Suffering is inevitable. Why not embrace the suffering? Why not embrace the struggle and understand that there are the greats that were before you? They went through the same shit that you went through. But you know what? Instead of the struggle destroying them, it built them up to become these resilient human beings that they are today. This is why you look up to them. So you need to be the hero of your own story. You need to be the main protagonist of your own story. You need to be the best that you can be. Your only competition is yourself. Compete with nobody. Take full attention of everybody, but compete with nobody but you. I'm trying to be the best Thando that I can be. I need to be better than this guy I'm looking at right now. I need to be better than the Thando of 2022. I need to be better than the Thando of 2023. Remember what AKA said? Listen to your old shit. That's your only pressure. Your only pressure is who you used to be. Your only competition is who you used to be. The benchmark is only set by you. So if you are busy looking on the outside for all these outside values, the outside world won't tell you what you need to do. You need to fix the inside. You need to self-validate. You are the God. You are the man in charge. You are the woman in charge. You need to look in within. And how do you do that? You start asking yourself the hard questions. The world will not have the answers you are seeking. The love that you seek is the love you won't get from the outside, but only from the inside. As within, so without. You can't expect to be loved when you don't love yourself. Learn to love you. So I'm learning to love this man that I'm becoming. I'm learning to embrace this man. I'm learning to love and also respect, admire this man. Embrace who you are. The world won't. You need to embrace you. Do not let the world give you a role. You need to assign yourself the role and the world will adapt. This is one of the biggest decisions that we have to make on a daily basis. And I always speak about, you first make the decisions and then the decisions make you. You make a choice. You take the opportunity to look at what are the things that I am doing that are destroying me, that I need to stop doing. I need to stop talking negatively to myself. It's not about what someone else is doing. It's not about what someone else is saying to me. What am I doing? How am I preventing myself from my greatness? Because I have a message for you, maniacs. I have a message for you, and it says that greatness isn't within you. You need to work to unleash that greatness. And how do you do that? You need to find your voice. It took me so many years for me to embrace who I am. It took so many years to rid myself of the shame, and it's still an ongoing process. Like, I saw a status the other day by Gary V, that's Gary Vaynerchuk, that says figuring out yourself is an eternal thing. You'll figure yourself out even in your adulthood. We need to stop lying to these kids and saying once you get to a certain point you will know who you are. Because no, change is constant. Change is inevitable. Suffering is inevitable. Whether you do nothing or you don't do something, change is inevitable. Even not taking a risk is a risk. So you might as well take the risk. Bet on you. That is the person you need to bet on. Bet on yourself, young man. Bet on yourself, young woman. Bet on yourself, man. Bet on yourself, woman. Whoever you are listening to this, you need you. Once you find you, then everything will work out. And one of the most important things that I've started to embrace, especially when my journey started, was know thyself. Know thyself. Believe in thyself. It is no one's business to believe in you but you. It's called self-belief. It has to do with the self. But that is instilled. And how do you instill that? You work on yourself like you are something you care about. You are a project. Work on stuff that people can't take away from you, like your mindset, your attitude, your outlook, Work on that. Money you can lose and make again. Clothing tears up, but you can buy new clothing. But a mindset that you have, if you work on your mind, if you understand your mind that this is fertile soil and whatever I plant, I'll reap, then you'll be careful of what you entertain. There are thousands and thousands of thoughts that cross your mind, but how many of those thoughts are you executing? You know you could have done something to contribute towards the future version of yourself. Like the question that always beckons my mind, what is the current version of myself doing to help the future version of myself? Am I sabotaging or am I helping myself? You see? What? Who will I become because of the decisions that I'm making right now? Like I always ask, what are the most destructive things am I doing right now that will prevent me from obtaining the greatness that I am? I need to constantly challenge myself. And you know what? When I walk in that building, I tell myself I'm the best. I tell myself I'm going to give the best service to the person that I'm going to be speaking over to today. You need to work on yourself like you're a project. Work on yourself harder than you do you work on your job. Because your job, you only get paid for that. But yourself, you increase your value. It's unlimited. It's very unlimited. And it only starts with, what decision are you going to make today? What conversations are you going to start to have? What outcomes do you seek from those conversations? Because to me, one of the most important things that I also want to entail within the podcast, when it starts growing, it is growing already, is that this must be a platform where we can have the hard conversation. This is the platform where you can have the ability to be vulnerable. For you to know that there's nothing wrong in you feeling a certain kind of way. Because the world plays its part, like the environments that we are in, the people that we are around, play a huge part in that. But at the end of the day, we're adults. We also make a decision. And in this video, I said, your feelings could be lying to you sometimes. You think things are not working out. You're feeling a certain kind of way, and you are letting that feeling dictate your outcomes, which is, that feeling could be lying to you. You know why I'm saying that? It's because we don't question how we feel. We think that is right. Oh, I'm just having a bad day. You're not having a bad day. It's all about what you're focusing on that day. I'm going to push. I'm going to drive. And being told that you are good is not enough. You need to be great, Baba. You need to be great. But also within this journey, you're going to be met with people who are unlikely. I wouldn't even say likely. They are also on their own journeys. If they're good, embrace them. This is what conversation I had with Ross today. This is the conversation I had with Michelle today. To tell these two amazing men that I see you guys. I see you guys. I see you pushing. I see you doing your stuff. I see you, young man. I see you guys, and you guys are contributing so positively into my life. It's something, man, that I can't even begin to describe in words, man. The amazing people I've met at my place of work, these young individuals in which I just admire, man. You guys are also making me stronger. I know I'm positively contributing towards y'all. I know that I inspire you guys as well, as the same way that you guys inspire me as well. Young, sharp, intelligent men, strong-minded, ambitious, man. And I see y'all, man, the same way y'all see me. So those are conversations that I actually live for in every aspect of life, man. And words cannot even begin to describe how grateful I am to have y'all in my journey. And yeah, man, I hope that we can continue the way that we've been doing, because I know how important it is to embrace who is with you along the journey, Even those that are not along with you as well. Understand that everyone is on their path, man. Everyone is facing the difficulty. Everyone is facing struggle. Everyone is going through a lot, bro. Everyone is going through a lot, man. I'm also going through a lot, man. But we push through the pain, man. We push through the pain. No pain, no gain. Just to end this one off, man, I just want to thank God, first of all, for the life that He gave me, man. I want to thank God for my mom and dad meeting. Because if it wasn't for my mom and dad, I'm not here today. I want to thank God for my siblings, my sisters, my brother, my family in its entirety, those who helped, those who didn't help. I'm thankful for that. I want to thank God for giving me an opportunity to earn, an opportunity for me to take what I can be able to do, to take what I do forward. I want to thank God for planting the seed in me that I have responsibility to grow. I want to thank God for the struggle, most importantly, because that struggle shaped me. I want to thank God for the mother that He gave me. Rest in peace to my first love, my queen, Thando Nkonyana. That's the woman who gave birth to me. And I heard something the other day, man. I can't remember back then, but it said, the day your mother gave birth to you is the day she gave birth to herself. Today I'm a father of a proud baby girl whom I love so much. My baby girl to me is like a reincarnation of my mom, and the love that she had for me is the love that I have given to my daughter. But most importantly, I'm learning. You can't be perfect, but one thing I embrace about this unconditional love that I get from this young girl is that I'll be willing to go to the ends of the world for her, to make sure that she has a better life than me. So to all the parents out there, I want you to do the best for your kids. Material is not going to help them, because I thought while growing up that because my mom couldn't be able to provide me with materialistic stuff, then she wasn't a mother. But then one of the most valuable things that she instilled was values. The important values about be thankful for what you have. You might not have a lot, but there's someone who has less or nothing at all. So you can't be ungrateful. Be grateful. You have a roof over your head. You have clothing on your back. You have food in your stomach. You are around people that love you. Be grateful. Be humble, most importantly. While you are being grateful, work towards what you want as well. Be grateful for what you have at that moment, but work towards something more. You see? But don't forget God. And I'm not talking about the religious aspect. I'm talking about you embracing the relationship with the higher power, because the higher power does exist. Like, there is a God. All this amazing stuff that humans can't even explain. There is someone higher that created all of this. He created you and me. Every day we see wonders, and I always ask, how did He do it? He created all these individuals, different human beings. He will never create another you. So while you are trying to become someone else, you are depriving me of the opportunity to know the real you. I'll close this one off with that. Thank you to the higher power for still working in my life. I want you to strengthen me for the challenges that are going to be coming ahead, because I know challenges are a guarantee. It comes with the territory. Stop running away from the challenges. Stop running away from everything that is going to build you up into what you're supposed to be. You took away people. You put me in positions where I needed to be alone, because I need to be put to the test. I am great. I am capable. I'm the motivational maniac. And I'm signing out on my current state of mind. Thank you to everyone who's taken an opportunity to listen to this. I hope this was time in which was valuable to you, for you to listen to this vessel. I'm only a vessel. Like God is working through me, and that is all I can dwell on. This gift doesn't come from me. I cannot just give credit to myself. I need to give credit to the one who made me. I need to be in alignment with Him, and He's only preparing me for the life that I deserve. This is my current state of mind. I'm the motivational maniac. I go by the name of Thando. I'm the host of this podcast. Namaste and Shalom.